I'm not going to discuss about the structure, the framework of the test, right? Because you already know. But I'm going to talk about some details, small details regarding the sections. So the first part is the reading. And I knew that there would be more than one text. But I thought that because in the books they tell you, you give yourself around 20 minutes to finish this part, which is a text and around 14 questions about the text, right? So I imagine they would give you a clock is going to mark 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and 20 minutes for each reading article that you have to do. But it's not, right? They put like the 60 minutes, that is the maximum, and there is a clock on the corner, right? On the right, and on the right and up and on the screen. And it shows you like from 60 to 0, so it's a countdown, right? And you will have the questions like you were doing the question 2 of 45 questions. So you have to manage your time inside your mind in order to organize if you were late or not, if you have more questions to do it or not, right? You can come back to the questions if you want, if you have an extra time, right? So mark everything, select one of the options, even though even if you don't know the correct answer, go to the next. If you have extra time, you come back, right? Afterwards you'll have the listening section, right? Which is these different from the reading part. The clock gives you the exact amount of time you have for each section, right? So they will put there 10 minutes for you to solve this part, like one conversation and 2 lectures, if I'm not mistaken in my case, and they will count down from this part. So they will give you more group, other section of another lecture or another 2-3 lectures, and they will give you a new clock, right? So it's not like the reading that gives you the full clock with the maximum that you can, but different clocks for each group of listening exercises, right? Of course, the clock doesn't count while you were listening, right? If you were listening a lecture of a 4-minute lecture, it's not going to count 4 minutes. It's not going to take 4 minutes from your clock, right? Only when you were answering. When the listening is done, when they stop and go to the questions, the clock's going to start running, right? Some people, and I include myself on that, thought that the listening part was done, right? Because they said, you finished these listening section. And I said, okay. I took out my headphones and I said, what should I do now? And the following listening section started, and I had to put back the headphones very fast, right? So be careful because there were like many questions. So I thought, okay, it's done, but it's not, right? So I had more 2 listening parts to do. It is really important to make sure that the listening section is finished, right? So keep your headphones on until you know that, okay, now everything is done, because on the screen it will appear now you will have a 10-minute break, right? So you know that, okay, now it's my break. Keep your headphones on you and wait until the message that you have the break appears on your screen, right? After the listening, you'll have a 10-minute break, which is really fast, right? I had time to go to the bathroom very fast and eat something and drink some water, and they already called me to come back. So it's important to bring some food to give you some energy to finish your test, because the test is really tiring, right? And you have to be really focused. So during the break, I wouldn't recommend to stay in the room, right? Stretch for a while, breathe, go see new things, see different things, the outside of the center or outside of the room, whatever, right? But I would recommend that you eat something like a banana or some nuts, a cereal bar, drink some water, not much, right? Because you are not going to go to the bathroom. So if you drink too much and you want to use the bathroom, you will miss part of your test, right? They won't stop the test for you to go there. Do you want to go? Okay, you can, but we won't stop your clock from running, right? So it will still be counting and you will miss the time, all right? The second part starts with the speaking part. As I told you, I'm going to show you, this is mine, right? It's not equal, like, this is a headphone, similar to the ones that we wear on the test day, right? Of course, the TOEFL test, the ETS center has much better headphones, but they're pretty much like this ones, and you have the microphone over here. And before you start the second part, they ask again for you to speak, to adjust the volume before you start. And the staff also told us that don't worry about, like, don't scream, don't speak in a very loud volume, because the microphone is actually really good and they will record it will record everything, right? The microphone will record everything. So, and of course, as you know, you will have like some, not exactly wall, something to block here around you, right? To things like this to block, so you don't see the person who is next to you, but you listen to the person, right? So they asked us, the staff asked us, please speak in a very low volume in order not to disturb the other test takers. And it was really great, guys, because everybody made an effort to speak in a very low voice in order not to disturb the other person who is next to you or near you. So it's really important to think of others and speak in a low volume in order to help other people, right? And let me take a look at my notes. And after the speaking part, you have the writing, the integrated part first, which takes you 20 minutes maximum, and the independent task that lasts 30 minutes maximum, right? So this is pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about. There are some details because if you are aware of all the details and you know everything that is going to be there, you know what to expect, right? You feel more confident, you feel calmer, you feel less stressed and less nervous, right? So, of course, as I told you, I didn't take any preparation course, but even though I didn't take, I prepared myself by trying to do some mock tests that I could get from the internet, reading books that I could download from the internet, and watching some videos with YouTubers that give us hints and things from their experiences on the TOEFL test too. So if you prepare yourself the most you can, I know that sometimes it's not possible to prepare as much as we wanted to, but if you prepare yourself, you feel more confident. And if you have more information, the most information you have, it will be better for you, because you will feel more confident. You know what to expect. You know what's going on the test day, right? So I hope this video helps you, and that you do very great and you can get a very good score, the score you need on your TOEFL iBT test, right? And I hope the video is useful for you. Good test to you, good luck, study, and bye bye you guys.